Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a warm welcome back to everyone. Today we have come together for an incredible event that promises to be both valuable and inspiring. I'm Shifa Lagari, your host for this session, and this is my co-host.
Hawa Haider Ali.
This session has been powered by Popular Group. Please use the hashtag FM91 and ZMF24 and also tag us at Zab Media Festival on Instagram and Facebook to get featured in our stories. Tonight's event focuses on the exciting world of advertising, where imagination has no limitation and innovation rules supreme. We have the honor of hosting a distinguished panel of industry experts who will offer their essential views and experiences, giving light on the technique that drives success in the field of advertising.
But before we introduce our esteemed panelists, let us take a moment to reflect on the prestigious FA Awards. For those unfamiliar, FA Awards recognize the world's most effective marketing communication activities. They honor the campaigns that achieved extraordinary achievements through a combination of creativity, strategy, and pure brilliance. Tonight, we are proud to present an outstanding lineup of 2023 FE award-winning industry leaders.
This session will be moderated by our very own professor, Dr. Fatma Anjari. Dr. Fatma Anjari is not only an assistant professor at Zabist, but also an experienced corporate trainer and ad film producer. Her experience moderating discussions ensures that tonight's conversation will be both fascinating and informative. Now, allow me to introduce our first panelist, the Executive Creative Director of JWT Gray International Agency, Fiza Shah, has been actively seeking out creative energy and striving to drive contemporary and progressive ideas. She believes in creating work that truly matters. Fiza has been able to prove herself as a creative leader in the leading agencies of the country.
The next is Alifia Dirki. She is the Executive Creative Director of Adcom, and her innovative storytelling has brought brands like Peak Friends Super to life. Earning her 3 consecutive FE wins, she brings consistency in creative excellence. Please welcome her on stage.
Last but not the least is Mohammad Raza Humayun, the creative group head of BBDO Pakistan. His work on campaigns such as Oath for Her for Shan Foods garnered him a 2023 Gold FE and the admiration of his team. Please join us in welcoming all our panelists with a round of applause. And now we would like to hand over the mic to Ms. Fatma Anjari. Hope you all enjoy the session. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and hello to a lovely audience tonight. I'm looking forward for great energy from all of you too. Okay, so let's open the floor with a big congratulations to all 3 of you. JWT, ADCOM, and BBDO, all together, all the 3 agencies have won many awards in 2023 and 2024. So congratulations to that, and let's open the floor for a discussion. So I will begin with, when you create campaigns, there are always a tricky challenge, some difficulty, some sort of, I wouldn't say that a creative block is always there. You have team, you can do brainstorming sessions. But in specific of the campaigns that you've won awards for, what sort of difficulty or challenge have you faced in terms of creative ideation? And I will take the answer from all of you one by one. So
I think in general also when we start working on a campaign, there are many faces of challenges in terms of the client that we're dealing with, the brief that we have. The brief at times becomes the challenge itself because at that point the creatives need to take a decision कि क्या ये जो मैं कर रही हूँ या मैं कर रहा हूँ ये सही है या नहीं. So there's a challenge within yourself as well. The outcome or whatever I'm communicating, will that have an impact? So that's a question mark that comes to our mind every day. because we are sort of, creating a communication that will be seen by many, many people, and we are here to create an impact. So I think कभी-कभी बहुत ज़्यादा internal challenges हमारे ज़्यादा होते हैं as creatives, कि जो हम बात कहने वाले हैं उसका क्या असर होगा, लोग क्या सोचेंगे, कैसे उसे conceive करेंगे, कैसे उनका perception change होगा. So for me, I think every day when we are working on campaigns, other than the work that we are doing, चाहे उस पे award मिले या ना मिले, I think the challenge is to sort of crack something impactful, something that leaves a mark on what people are thinking, and sort of pivoting everyone's thought process in that regard. So that's something that I think is a challenge for creatives in general working in agencies.
Completely kind of agreed. I'll add to that. I think, and this is, of course, in light of the campaigns that we saw, but also generally, one of the biggest challenges, and there are two, actually. The first one is that in Pakistan specifically, we see from here, we look at the world, right? And we see the work that the world is doing. And we keep asking ourselves, why do we not do such great work? Why do we not, do work that's world-changing, that, stirs conversations? And generally, the Pakistani market, the Pakistani advertising market, save for a few brands, is very business-oriented, right? If your work does not have commercial impact, most probably it is not going to be remembered. It is not going to do well for your company, for your agency. So there is kind of the predicament mainly is to balance aspiration with the reality of business. And I think that hum jitni bhi baat kar le, award-winning campaigns, this and that, if you're not able to create business impact, and if you're not able to really solve the business challenge in the brief, as a creative, I think there is no meaning. And the second biggest challenge that I find increasingly, and this is something that I think I talked about in the morning, so it's very recent, is finding authenticity. हम अपने boardrooms में, अपने boxes में रहते हैं, और हम अपने limited creative experiences से सोचते हैं, right? और ऐसे में to think of something that is authentic, that someone will see and say, okay, yes, this feels like me, like I would do this, like I'm here, this is about me, right? That I think is one of the biggest challenges, because sometimes we limit our thought process to the number of experiences that we've had, right? And I think that's...
Okay, so first of all, ditto copy-paste both the answers, because obviously. But I think the biggest challenge currently that we as a company or as individual face is what I am doing, what is it adding to the world? Is it solving a problem? Is it creating impact? Will it make a difference? अब चाहे वो impact based work हो, वो award winning work हो, वो आपका कोई CSR campaign हो, चाहे वो business problem हो, is it adding something to the world and is it solving a problem? Because advertising is a service industry. We are providing a service, right? So it needs to do something. It needs to solve a problem. It needs to make your sales go up. So problem solution oriented आपको होना पड़ेगा, again, to have that commercial side going to keep the business running. If you have 90% of good business running, then 10% impact based, CSR based or award winning work can happen. But usme bhi you need to be careful about the fact that what is it adding in the world? Will it make a difference in somebody's life? Will it make a difference in my life if I do it or not? And has it already been done in the world? Because a lot of times what happens is, हम दुनिया का अच्छा से अच्छा काम कर लें, then you find out कि oh, ये already हुआ हुआ है. And that's like, plagiarism is a no-no for all of us and for our egos, right? So I think while even working, before working, whatever, and this is for all the students, research is very important. But I hope I answered something.
There's this saying that there is no new idea.
I completely agree. I think
there is no new idea. It is, what angle, what perception, what representation you're doing, So they can't be a new idea. I don't know why we say out of the box, really. But no, advertising is all about out of the box. So I'm going to come back to what Alifia said and what you emphasize, authenticity, right? And Alifia, you emphasized about research. I mean, you are actually dependent on the insights that your creative team has only. And my advertising class is sitting here. Can I see you guys? Yes, there you are. And so in our academia as well, we focus a lot on insights, right? So, I told you that I had a very past experience of JWT. At that time, there was a research and planning department, which exists no more, to my knowledge, in most of the agencies. Do you have a research and planning? No. Strategy, nahi. I'm not talking about strategy. So, I mean, this is true that you are limited to your insights. So, I mean, what do you do if you want more insights? How do you reach out to insights of common people? And I mean, I know that koi brand itna budget rakhta hai ki koi activation karke, you know, let's get some insights from the audience. But generally, how do you progress with a campaign without common insight?
So I think there are a lot of tools. Mostly, agar research and planning khatam hui hai, to in most integrated agencies, आपके पास एक user experience digital wing होता है, जो आपके लिए social listening करता है, जिसके through, I mean, learning how to do that is also not very difficult. So there are so many tools that the world has. Or another thing is that I don't think it just happens overnight. I think that as a creative, as anyone in an agency actually, you have to always keep your eyes and ears open to what the world is around. So it cannot be that, you know, I have a brief and one day I'm going to open up and meet people to understand. It doesn't work like that. We have to be, one thing that I kind of say a lot is, and I tell everyone that I work with, is that, you know, we need to be people watchers, right? And that is not a brief-based act. Being a people watcher, being wherever you are, finding people who are unlike you, right? Observing them, noticing them, watching content that, not stuff that directly appeals to you, but stuff that you would otherwise not watch, right? So that kind of observation is something that we need to forever do. And that comes of use, along with all the other data that is so readily available now.
Agreed. And also, again, I'll just emphasize on what she said, keep your eyes and ears open and be good with research. चाहे वो लोगों से बात करना हो, वो focus groups हो, वो online जाके करना हो, focus groups हो, कुछ भी हो. You need to be able to understand what is happening out there, what the people are saying. जो problem brief में लिखी है, is it really a problem for the people or not? Because sometimes what happens is कि ओ अच्छा बहुत मजे की brief तो आ गई, research पे पता चला कि ओ ये तो problem है ही नहीं. So sometimes you have to give it back to the clients कि okay, we went into this research and this happened, this is not a problem. So let's go back to the drawing table and let's think out more things. And again, I think try to have a good memory, because something that happened in 2007 will suddenly become an insight or an idea for you. In the case of the Dr. Bahu campaign for Shan, how did the idea come to life? We know somebody who was a medical intern when the 2005 ka zalzala happened in Kashmir, and medical teams were sent कि जो भी on ground जा सकता है वो जाए. And then there was this woman who was crushed under a pillar. She was still alive, but they were trying to get her out because search and rescue नहीं आ पा रहा था, क्या हो रहा था. But she had been under for so long that they had been hydrating her that they need to put in a catheter in her, right? Now what happened was there were all men on ground, there was no woman. उस औरत का शौहर बंदूक लेकर आ गया. मैं तुमको भी मार दूंगा, मैं इसको भी मार दूंगा, कोई इसको हाथ नहीं लगा सकता. That is why, because there is lack of female doctors in the market. Since 2007 में क्या figure था वो हमें नहीं पता, but वो 2021 तक 70% था. The problem is still there. So once you talk to somebody and something sticks in your mind, try to keep a tab of things and just be mindful and keep a diary, whatever, however you can, but focus on your memory, because अक्सर चीज़ें आपको memory से ही निकल आती हैं. I'll give another example. Sorry, I'm taking so much time. The second campaign we did for Shan, the खुशियाँ बनाने वाली, उसकी insight क्या थी? That women are not part of the celebrations that they help create. उसकी insight ये थी that my mother had recently passed away when I was going through pictures and she was not in the photos. So something personal can also be an insight which can be universal, but some hard realities of the market and hard truths are also an insight that's been going on for decades.
Yeah, I think just building on that, I was also thinking a lot of times the best campaigns are the ones that are based on insights that you can relate to. So बहुत दफ़ा I've worked on again national foods पे भी बहुत काम किया है. So घर की जो insight होती है ना, kitchen में क्या पक रहा है, and a lot of times ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें what we are observing that become a part of an impactful campaign. And I think what you said earlier is very important for us creatives to also go out and talk to people. So I've had the best time going on ground and talking to women. I'm talking specifically because, National Foods, again, a big brand, they had the budget to sort of invest in research. And it was so like eye-opening for us to go into their kitchens and see how they are sort of organizing their cabinets, how they're, using the masala. For us, the biggest thing was कि अच्छा मसाला का पैकेट तो मैं पूरा यूज़ ही नहीं करती हूँ. I just use it, छिड़कोफy it on the top of it. So these are the little insights that you get once you go and interact with people. And it's not just, yes, through research, but also जब आप grocery लेने जा रहे होते हैं, एक simple सी चीज़ होती है. But अगर आप नज़र दोहरा के देख लें वहाँ पे, how people are interacting with product, बहुत दफ़ा आप आइल से गुजरते हैं, कुछ लोग बगैर सोचे बस चीज़ें अपनी ट्रॉली में डाल रहे होते हैं. दैट्स ऑल्सो एन इनसाइट फॉर दैट प्रोडक्ट कि अच्छा इस पे तो कोई ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहा. So these are the things that I think we all talked about. We need to be observant. We need to have a good memory for sure, because a lot of times कभी जो खाला ने कोई बात कही होती है या पड़ोसन ने कोई चीज़ कही होती है वो हम as dialogues भी use करते हैं अपने concepts के अंदर, and I think that creates a very very relatable sort of campaign that people then later on say अगर हम concept obviously there are multiple layers to it. There are times when concept testing is done, हम consumer से concept test करते हैं, उनको हम दिखाते हैं कि ये हमने concept सोचा है, आप क्या सोचते हैं इसके बारे में, and उसमें वो usually वही चीज़ें pick कर रहे होते हैं which are true to reality. So I think that sort of is the thing in terms of getting those real insights and using research creatively.
Because वही था ना कि कुछ brands होते हैं जो invest करते हैं, not every. हाँ, so आप कुछ कह रहे थे. We should bring something to the table of value. What are you adding? Brands कितनी हद तक आप लोग को ये करने देते हैं? Let's touch some ground realities on this.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है, quite honestly, I think for most students here, I think it's the best time. I think it's the best time for them because more so now than ever, brands and companies are talking about, okay, how do we say something meaningful? Yeah. How do we build on equity? Now people are using those words and not just saying sales बढ़ानी है, billion से 2 billion जाना है. They're not saying that anymore.
I mean, equity is a word that people never used. I mean,
Yes,
brand sites
absolutely.
for
Love,
agencies
brand
and their
love
creative.
and equity are actually now becoming parts of the brief. And I think that's also a journey, right? Generally, I'll talk about Super. When we got on board, the brand had just done a very beautiful, meaningful campaign that they'd done with another agency abroad. And it was beautifully written, right? But it had bombed so badly in sales that they had to pull it off air, right? And the next brief obviously was, sell more biscuits. And we went on that journey. We spoke to people, and we understood that bhai, sometimes I mean, it's very easy to sit here and say that the client is a problem, but actually sometimes what really happens is that people expect, your audience expects something out of you as a brand. Especially the Pakistani audience is very discerning about this, right? They have memory structures and they want to stick to those memory structures. और जैसे ही आप वो break करते हैं, तो quick impact आता है आपके अगले महीने की sales पे, right? So this is a brand that very clearly said, okay, we want to build on sales, and they did all of that until they reached a point where they said, we're growing immensely, but then what about our brand love, right? And that's when Ramzan came into the picture. And actually, the way that this entire Ramzan platform started for Super was very brand-led. It was the brand coming and saying, okay, you know what? We want to do something meaningful, and we want to tell a story, and we want to tell a human story that people can connect with. And, so मुझे ऐसा लगता है that it's not that problematic anymore. The struggle is lesser right now because there is more and more awareness even within the industry कि भाई, you know, we want to do something meaningful because we want to eventually leave an impact because that's how the audience is judging us. So it's not that bad, I would say, at this point.
Yeah, and I think it also is to all of you guys sitting. There's been researches on Gen Z and younger people who are talking. They relate to brands who are creating an impact. They always talk about the brands जिन्होंने कुछ अच्छा किया है, because I think you guys, kudos to you guys. I think this generation is more aware. They want to talk about these brands who are creating things around climate change, or even like small initiatives जहाँ पे वो अपनी recycled bottles लेके आ रहे हैं, stuff like that. So I think people in general, this generation also is becoming more aware, and they want brands to talk about and do campaigns which are more impactful. So I think brand love उन्हीं campaign से आता है जिसमें आप you're doing something for the society and for the people.
Coming to brand challenge as you were talking about, और जब मैं नया इंडस्ट्री में आया था तो था ये ब्रांड पागल है, इसको कुछ नहीं पता, ब्रांड मैनेजर बदतमीज़ है, blah blah blah. Then I realized कि they are not bad people, they have a lot of different problems to solve. हम तो सिर्फ advertising marketing देख रहे हैं, they have to wear a lot of hats. उनके struggles, उनके pressures, उनके stresses किसी और ही level के होते हैं. And that is why they come to us, because again, we are problem solvers, we are giving them a service. So to understand their challenges, meet them halfway, ask a lot of questions. वो गुस्सा हो, कितनी दफ़ा बात करूँ, कितनी दफ़ा प्लीज समझाऊँ, doesn't matter. Keep asking till you get what you need to do, whatever you need to do. But never think that brand के साथ challenge है, brand managers बदतमीज़ हो सकते हैं, मगर उनका काम वही है. But again, वो बदतमीज़ हो ना बदतमीज़ हो कुछ
So
भी
now
हो.
we know why he's never had a difficult client. So back in the green room, we were talking about, so what has been the most difficult campaign and who's been the most difficult client? And this guy's like, nah, nothing, no one so far.
Because
So
they
I
have
guess
so many
you have a
problems to
very
solve.
positive approach, and I think you probably would have never
Like,
encountered.
I did not
Because
have
I
this
don't. I
approach.
mean, as much as creative this field is, you have to be very objective about it, right? At the end of the day, you are there to solve a problem, as he said, and everyone just wants that kind of work done for them, right?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the cultural nuances. All right, so we see a little diversity of, and we're trying to incorporate these cultural nuances. I mean, in all the campaigns that we've just seen, right? And I can see that. But I just feel that it is so much easier to do that when we're using pathos and emotions, right? But we take a lot of inspiration in the ad world from our neighbor, India, right? And we all would agree that their ads are, even though they embed those cultural nuances, with that they create such light-hearted humor, and whereby their masses is not offended, but they love it. And somehow, when you see our entire advertising landscape, how many would we find such examples? And I think we are a little scared maybe that our audience, is it because of how the reception is going to be taken, or is the brand not willing to take that challenge, or what is it? Because we don't see humor and lightheartedness in our advertising that way. A few are, I mean, how Reber was done, and we see other examples, but they're very rare. On the contrary, we see a lot of emotions. The cultural nuances through emotions is embedded. But we can't take examples of negative side of our cultural background that we have that is embedded in a humorous way. What would you say about that?
Well, I think making people emotional and making people cry is easier. Making people laugh is
Bingo
much
on that.
I mean, making people laugh is insanely tough. Like, you go to the biggest stand-up comedy shows, और आप कोई Friends का episode उठा लें, sometimes the comedy falls flat. So comedy writing and comic timing is important. हमारे पास Ufone होता था, and Ufone has done great work with comedy. But उसके बाद ऐसा कोई brand आया नहीं, and being a creative, I think हमने भी इतना honest नहीं लिया कि ओ कुछ ऐसा करते हैं, right? So एक yes, चाहे brief का part हो ना हो, it does lie with the creative. कभी कभी creative कुछ लेके जाता है, वो for whatever reason reject हो जाता है, but the idea is that, you know, to keep on pushing, keep on trying, and to keep on working on your writing, because comedy is all about the writing and the comic timing. एक line ऊपर नीचे हुई and you're gone. And
मुझे ये भी लगता है that we like to compare ourselves to India quite a bit, but the problem is not generally just in advertising. I think there is a huge cultural difference that we are unable to understand. That market, that audience, those people have the appetite for comedy. And our culture, and we were recently working for a brand trying to develop something in the light-hearted space. And the number of researches that we went to, the appetite for comedy, the sensitivity to issues, people's, माँ पे मजाक नहीं हो सकते, बाप पे मजाक नहीं हो सकता, बीवी पे मजाक नहीं हो सकता. These are जो हमारी cultural nuances हैं, वो comedy को बहुत easily accept नहीं करती है. So I will not completely say that, oh, you know, I'm sure that writers and storytellers की कमी भी है. I think I completely agree. It's not very easy to write comedy, and probably that's why we don't take that route. But a huge reality is that culturally, we do not, comedy is not appreciated, okay? And comedy, as long as it's happening in a closed room, a comedy as long as it's happening as, you know, social commentary, will work. The moment it enters advertising and mass media, as the moment it flashes on your 9 p.m. prime time, it's going to offend people, and we are a culture that gets offended very soon. So it's just not safe. And why would you want to get into a space like that?
Mainstream media, if it's a TV campaign, वो नहीं करते, but a lot of digital brands who are running digital, because I'll tell you an example. So, since I'm also a producer, so we did a work for Sandisk. It was an international client. So Sandisk, they wanted snippets, comedy snippets, and we did that for them. And you will not believe the response was huge. And you know, so there were a couple of more clients saying, ऐसे comedy concepts चाहिए, you know. So even the agency got such a great feedback on that concepts, that and उनको मज़ीद clients आए, ऐसे ही concepts चाहिए. So it can be light, but वही है. I agree with the challenges that you talked about.
I think, yeah, the audience, like digitally, generally, people, the kind of content, अब digital भी बहुत बदल गया, because we have like what, 44
I think digital landscape has
people?
given us that room, whereby mainstream TV campaigns पे maybe not.
But digital पे masses को अगर मैं देखूं, because I'll give you an example of my own brand. I worked for Spotify for 2 years, and we did a lot of comedy. But हमारी एक film थी in the launch campaign जहाँ पे एक teacher का कोई मजाक उड़ा रहा होता है गाना गाते हुए, something of that sort. It was light-hearted. The teacher joined in the fun. वो भी साथ में गाना गा रहा है. But the backlash we got from all sorts of audiences, टीचर का एहतराम नहीं, और ये नहीं, और वो नहीं. Then we did a film जहाँ पे माँ बेटा किचन में खाना बनाते हुए ग्रूव कर रहे हैं. माँ बेटा साथ नाच रहे हैं, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है. माँ ऐसा गाना कैसे सुन सकती है? So our culture and India's culture has a huge difference, because वहाँ पे उन्होंने gradually इतना grow किया है in the past 11-12 years कि हम वहाँ पे पहुँचे भी नहीं हैं अभी. So you have to look at the cultural nuances and what your masses are actually like, because मेरा product बिकने के बजाय मुझे गालियाँ पड़ेंगी फिर.
Because I think लोगों के यहाँ बर्दाश्त नहीं है. As Pakistanis हमें ये accept करना चाहिए, ये एक insight है.
Patience की कमी है.
Patience नहीं है और acceptability भी नहीं है. तो इसलिए if we see something which is, you know, against our culture, we get offended very, very easily. What Alifia was saying, I completely agree. And this has happened in many, you know, rooms where we've been, and we've, you know, presented concepts, and people, you know, you wouldn't expect that person who's, you know, obviously educated and everything. You might think कि अच्छा वो, they'll take it in good sense, but they take offense also. So I think there's a very thin line. Yeah, it's easier to compare us with the neighbors that we have, but their cultural sort of mindset of how they see things, because their culture is very, very open. बचपन से उनके यहाँ बच्चों को डांस करना सिखाया जाता है. That's a very different sort of upbringing. हमारे यहाँ बच्चों को तमीज़ सिखाई जाती है कि अम्मा से ऊंची आवाज़ में बात नहीं करनी है. So I think it will take a lot of time. There are certain, obviously, limitations that come because of the religion and the culture. So we need to be, I think,
मुझे ये भी
sensitive
लगता
because
है,
of
just
that.
adding to that, मुझे लगता है कि हमारा problem ये रहा है, ever since like I entered, for the longest time, we've just been in classrooms looking at Indian advertising and saying, okay, you know, when are we going to get there? मुझे लगता है कि our cultural reality gives us a lot of other opportunities, a lot of other spaces where we can excel in. And if we do not accept that, right? If you get into advertising thinking मैं कोई some, you know, Airtel जैसी ad बनाऊंगा, and you will never be able to do it because your cultural reality is very different, and you need to understand
Talk
your
about Airtel,
opportunity.
matlab, such a bold campaign, you know. I mean, I don't think we could ever do something like that in our industry.
But that's what I'm saying. There is a lot that we can do, and we need to stop looking elsewhere and look within to see the opportunity.
So my next question actually connects to this one only, that having such baggage of cultural nuances that we have, how do we see modernity in, you know, advertising campaigns? I mean, does this, she's saying, I mean, just like you said that it's not a problem, there's so much more we can do. Can you a little emphasize on what? I think it's going to be a lot of learning for the students if you talk about how does that happen?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
I mean, when we talk about these cultural nuances, right? So doesn't it hold back in terms of hold us back in terms of giving a modern edge to the campaigns?
No, I think if anything, now is the time to really, you know, one of the problems in our advertising is, and that India has done very well, and I think we can quote them on it, is that they have accepted their cultural identity, right? They are who they are, and they are completely unapologetic about it, right? It's reflective in almost every field of study, but we live under so much of an inferiority complex, and anxiety, guilt, shame, all of that as Pakistanis. We're so apologetic about our identity and our existence that we are unable to see opportunity. मुझे लगता है that the answer is not just modernity, right? The answer is acceptance and embracing your culture, your industry for what it is, and seeing the opportunity that lies in it, right? For example, there are so many more values, values of empathy, right? There is, जहाँ हम कहते हैं, for example, there is respect, and you know, all of those things become obstacles. I'm sure there are brands that are exploring those conversations as opportunities, right? तो जो हमारी reality है, उस reality में हम operate करेंगे, उसको embrace करेंगे, as Pakistanis, as whoever we are culturally, whichever ethnicity we belong to, मुझे लगता है more than anything, अभी वक्त है for people to stay truer to their roots, because that adds flavors of diversity in creative teams also, increasingly in advertising agencies, as you know, I'm sure Fiza would agree. The moment the kind of people that we are hiring are people who come from diverse experiences, diverse ethnicities, can speak another language apart from English and Urdu, right? Because that diversity and that kind of this kind of diversity of identity makes our stories richer. So if anything, I think we should go back instead of try and aim to go somewhere we don't even know we belong.
I mean, I just wanted to reflect on this point that, you know, acceptance of our identity. आप पाकिस्तानी एड्स में अगर एक किसी भी औरत को सुबह उठ के देखेंगे तो वो वैसी नहीं लगेगी जैसे रियलिटी में होगी. But Indian ads will show it. They will exactly show how a woman is going to look the way she'll get up in the morning.
But the reality also is that Pakistani women care more about how they look versus Indian women, right? And Pakistani women, an average housewife aspires to look a certain way. Now we need to understand those nuances and
But you
those
can't
realities.
look a certain way when you get up in the morning.
But
You know,
advertising
I mean,
is
come
also
on.
aspirational, right? We are not only there to
So
change
I
lives, we
just
are also
wanted to
there
say this is
aspire
what
to
a brand
something.
limitation, or we just don't want to change this overall look of, you know, there are certain elements that is a facade. I mean, advertising is a facade on the whole. but we really वही बात है, acceptance हमारे में कुछ चीज़ों की नहीं है. Okay, so moving forward, I would like you to talk about storytelling in campaigns. I mean, a very important element. So, any good advice to the students about how to give good storytelling and great ideation in campaigns?
Yeah. I
I
think
think
it's very
nev-
difficult to sort of sum up storytelling in a few.
It's a really big concept, but
It is a big
any on top of your mind, you can
Well,
come
I
up with
think
something.
one thing that
one of
really
your
popped up in my head was that इश्तिहार एक बन रहा है, देखने वाले करोड़ों हैं, right? So एक narrative के लिए do not work in silos. Talk to people. इसका point of view लो, उसका point of view लो, जो आपके घर में काम करता है उसका point of view लो, because you are creating one story for so many people. You cannot have a singular idea जो मैं जो कह रहा हूँ वही ठीक है और वही बनेगा. No. Talk to people, discuss your ideas, have brainstorms, whatever you can do to get as many point of views as you can. I think primarily.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I think also it's, you know, it's very, advertising is different from, say, for example, writing a drama series, or because a lot of the work that we do is collaborative, right? Especially, like, I'll talk about the place I've come from, right? At AdCom, there is one person who thinks, and then that person walks and goes to someone who writes and says, you know, I'm doing this and will you help me? And then 4 other people sit and critique it and say, okay, can we do this? So again, it goes back to benefiting from collective experiences, right? There is nothing like ye ad maine likhi hai. No, anyone who says that is lying, right? One person never does it. So it's not one person who writes that script or one person who thinks of that idea. It is always, and the moment you choose to be vulnerable in front of the people you work with, right? And you say, okay, I have a thought, but I may not know it all, right? Can you help me? The moment you start doing that, I think that's where your story will actually sharpen.
Yeah, and I think जैसे सबसे अच्छी कहानियाँ वही होती हैं जो रियल होती हैं, जो हम शुरू में बात कर रहे थे in terms of insights. So I think you always start from your sort of real stories. You know, बचपन में मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ था, and obviously this is, you know, a way of telling a story as well. You know, the Lifebuoy ad that you just saw was also based on a poem that we've all heard, you know, बचपन में. So वो कहानियाँ जो बचपन में आपने सुनी होती हैं, वो a lot of times हम उनको, you know, storytelling का part बना लेते हैं. So again, there are like different ways. There are so many ways actually. You know, and because, you know, हमारा एक challenge ये भी है कि हमने अब तो 6 सेकंड में एक बात communicate करनी होती है. We have to tell a story in 6 seconds. So that is also, you know, something that we need to evolve us as creatives and writers, because, you know, pehle I think the realities were a bit different. We used to see very, very long ads, 1-2 minute ke. But as time is changing, we as writers and creatives and everyone who's working with us, we need to deliver the same idea in a very short 10-second, 6-second pre-roll that these guys mostly skip on YouTube as well. तो वो भी हमारे लिए एक चीज़ है in terms of storytelling. So storytelling, I think with time is also evolving, as all of us are, you know, in terms of as creatives, as human beings. So a lot has changed because of the consumption of media and how digital has come up. So I think there is no way that we can talk about storytelling.
And I think you can only tell stories if you consume stories.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that. Whether it's reading, whether it's watching, whether
Yeah.
it's listening, whether it's talking to people, the more and more stories you consume, the better you will be able to tell yours.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I have, I think now I want to open the floor to the students to ask questions. So guys, are you ready? Who would like to go first? Please, can we provide the mic?
Hello, I have one question. As a nation, we are extremely obsessed with ban culture. हमारे यहाँ जो भी है कि इसको कैंसिल कर दो. कश्मीर हर ईयर हम देखते हैं लिस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स आती है कि ये फ्रांस का है, इसको बैन कर दो, ये इसराइली प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ये यूएस के हैं. सो हाउ डू यू डील विद डैट, क्योंकि हमें एज एन एजेंसी पार्ट हमें तो करना है ना, हमारा काम है ये.
देखिए, there is let me try and put this most diplomatically. Yes. No, I mean, I would just want to be very correct, politically correct. I don't want to get cancelled. Dekhiye, whatever, the reality is that when you get into this industry, right, any kind of a commercial creative field, you need to separate yourself from the work you do. Your personal beliefs, your personal ideas, your faith, all of that needs to be something that you practice personally, right? And the moment you choose to walk inside an advertising agency and say, "Mujhe naukri de de," you need to understand that you are there for the work that you do, right? And the work that you do, if it's not asking you to kill people, you should do justice to that work, right? While what you do in your personal life is for you to decide. You always have, I think if anything, your generation has the choice of continuing to hustle on the side, continuing to have endeavors on the side, and also be able to get into a constant kind of naukri of sorts, right? Where you have to listen to someone else's commands. And you've got the best platforms to balance your school of thought and the work that you do with. And I think it is that kind of a balance, quite honestly. I will be very kind of blatant about this.
Any other questions?
Very tough question, by the way, I think.
But I want to ask it, did you mean it in a business sense of the word or did you mean it personally? So part one, I think Alifia has answered beautifully. Part two, you need to understand, does the brand even have a problem to solve? Because सब लोग तो कहते हैं boycott, boycott, boycott. Sales उतनी हो रही हैं, sales बढ़ रही हैं. So first ask the brand, is there a problem to solve? Is it a sales problem? Is it a brand love problem? Is it an equity problem? A lot of research and a lot of thought has to go and a lot of deep dives have to happen. कि अच्छा अक्टूबर का इम्पैक्ट शायद ब्रांड्स को अब जाके दिख रहा होगा कि शायद डीप डाइव्स हो रही हों, बिकॉज शुरू में आई वोंट नेम द ब्रांड्स बट काफ़ी लोगों की कांस्टेंट रही हैं सेल्स. सो लोग हवा बहुत मचाते हैं, बात बहुत करते हैं, सेल्स पे इम्पैक्ट नहीं आता. बट अगर इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, द ब्रांड टीम एंड द एजेंसी नीड टू कम टुगेदर एंड सी कहाँ डिप आ रहा है. ब्रांड लव में आ रहा है, सेल्स में आ रहा है, परसेप्शन में आ रहा है, सेलियंस में आ रहा है. देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ एम्बिट्स टू इट.
Hello, everyone. I also work as a creative manager as a creative manager in one of the agencies in Karachi. So I've always gotten this feeling that आप कभी भी किसी brand manager से या किसी brand side of the creative in-house department से बात करो, they kind of look down upon us. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but they kind of give this impression कि अच्छा नहीं, because हम brand के side के creative department है तो हमें आपसे बेहतर आता है. And then they also kind of, I mean, I've gotten millions and millions of ideas rejected सिर्फ इसी basis पे कि नहीं आपको हमारी brand की look और feel समझ में नहीं आ रही. So as my senior colleagues, what would you recommend? How does one cater to such a situation?
Well, advertising is a business of rejection. First of all, आप 28th round पे जाके कुछ approve कराते हैं. But when you're becoming a creative, you need to understand and you need to believe in yourself that you are not a one-trick pony. एक चीज़ reject हुई, मैं 2 और लेकर आऊँगा. 2 reject हुई, मैं 4 और लेकर आऊँगा. The brand manager aspect, लोग अच्छे भी हो सकते हैं, लोग बहुत अच्छे भी हो सकते हैं, लोग बुरे भी हो सकते हैं. You need to create your worth. If your idea is getting rejected, they don't believe in you, whatever, keep doing the work. The magic is always in the work. पत्थर पे पानी डालते रहोगे तो सुराख हो जाता है ना कभी जाके.
Yeah, and I totally agree to that. I think we were actually talking about this as well, that you need to earn that respect, and that is only, you know, एक कोई आप चीज़ उनके साथ करेंगे, एक कैंपेन करेंगे, and they'll see what you're capable of, and I think then they'll believe you.
And I mean, we still, I think imposter syndrome is such a real thing, right?
We were just talking about
every day we are questioning ourselves कि
Yeah.
यार हमको ये आता भी है कि नहीं, मतलब क्या कर रहे हैं, right? And I'm telling you that as creatives, as artists of any kind, you will continue to, it is the poison you've chosen to have, right? We've had some of the greatest artists in the world. Van Gogh shot himself in the ear, he lost his mind, right? And a lot of that had to do with the fact that he was so under-celebrated, right? So this is who we are and this is who we choose to be. If you go there if you enter this field for the validation, you might not always get it. So you have to work on seeking it from within, quite honestly.
Hi everyone, I'm Sahar. First of all, great session guys, really enjoying the talk. And thank you Raza for defending brand managers earlier. हम इतने बुरे नहीं होते हमारे हालात बुरे होते actually. So my question is, you guys were talking about how research is so important, right? But you know, when you have really short timelines, how do you guys go about that? Because I mean, you don't have time to go for surveys or like focus groups or interviews. And I myself working in the fashion industry, I know for a fact there's no time between campaigns. So what do you guys do? Like, do agencies really, you know, do proper researches, or do you guys, you know, like, is Pinterest your source
you
of
fight for
inspiration?
time. You fight for time and you fight for time. But if you can't fight for time, you make do with what you have. Online हो गया, social
Exactly,
वो
and
हो
I
गया.
think, I mean, एक ऑफिस के अंदर 50-60 लोग होते हैं, कहीं 20-25 होते हैं. वो जो रिसर्च से हमें बात पता करनी होती है, I think we usually like go around and talk to people. अगर हमारे पास 2 दिन भी होते हैं, like we were talking about earlier as well, you know, आप अपने पड़ोसन से पूछ लें, आप अपने घर में अम्मी से पूछ लें, खाला को फ़ोन कर लें. I think these are the people that we are talking to, right? So research ज़रूरी नहीं है एक पूरे methodology के through हो, but I think a lot of times when you don't have time, you obviously ask your friends and you go on social media groups like Soul Sisters and all of these places जहाँ पे आपको actually लोगों की conversations पढ़ने का मौका मिलता है and you find a lot of, you know, insights from there. So I think we make do with whatever we have, like Raza said, and I think that's also, you know, as part of creatives, we need to find creative ways of finding a solution as well.
But शुरू के 3 दफा fight for time.
Yes.
Please.
Hi everyone, my name is Vimal. I am also working as a performance marketing manager at an agency. So my question to you guys is that, you know, sometimes you deal with certain clients that are not very experimental with their work, right? Most of you guys are quoting examples of FMCG industry, which is very experimental and they're open-minded. They really want to try out new ideas. They really want to try out different things, different platforms, target new audiences, and, you know, so that they can create a mark in the, you know, current audience segment that they're targeting. But what about industries or segments who are not that experimental? Like, for example, if you take banking or insurance, you know, categories like that. So how do you convince those clients to do something out of the box?
I think a lot of times you are obviously forced to do whatever the client is saying. That is true, and उनको convince करना मुश्किल होता है. But I think हम लोग को आदत हो गई होती है उनसे लड़ने की, सही है, हमें आदत हो जाती है, so हम अपनी बात मनवानी भी हमें आ जाती है. A lot of banks, yes, they follow the conventional route, but we've seen banks like Bank Al Falah sort of coming up with a very different sort of communication tone. Even the logo color palette की अगर आप बात करें, usually आप देखते हैं banks are blues and greens and all of that. They came up with a red logo. That was a, you know, very different take that they did. So I think it's also dependent on how, as creatives, as, you know, agency people, you know, are talking to the clients and, you know, trying to convince them again with the right sort of, you know, insights. You can tell them कि हम लोगों से बात करके आए हैं तभी हम ये बात कह रहे हैं. I think you should be able to, you know, convince people with whatever you have. And I think we've done that. A lot of brands have done it.
I also think
well.
that you say that FMCG's experiment. I think it's the reality is actually the opposite. The kind of money that FMCGs are putting in, from production to airing it to kind of re-airing it and whatever, there is as much less risk that can be taken is taken. I think that smaller brands, the real opportunity to do something interesting is in the smaller brands, the brands जिनके पास पैसे नहीं होते, the brands जिनके have less to lose, right? वहाँ opportunities है. Like we have a very like Adcom generally is a commercial agency, right? We operate like that. We operate on business purposes. जब भी कुछ दिल करता है, कुछ भी interesting करने का, it is usually we are asked to pitch to the smallest client. कि यार इनसे बात करो, ये कर लेंगे. Because उनमें they still have the yearning to be seen. And in wanting to be seen, you will get something out of them, right? The big brands are, I think, most safe in the decisions that they make.
Just to take something from Olivia was saying about the risk thing, when we were doing and we were pitching Dr. Bahu to Shan, we had to present it 7 times because the answer was always no. But you have to be persistent. You have to present it again and again because you believe in yourself, there is conviction, whatever. Because bigger brands have much more to lose that way. So you need to fight for what you believe in is right and what needs to be done.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Huma Mayo, and I wanted to ask this question. This is a question for all of you guys. In your perspective, what is the difference between the advertising that we learn in university versus what we get to experience when we go into the industry? So what are the gaps? What is missing when we, like, what should I be expecting when I go into the industry? What should I expect? What is there that is not being taught in university? That is a very important lesson.
Had experiences with younger interns coming fresh graduates.
I think it's a very good question because I myself Zabis alumni, यहीं से graduate हुई हूँ and इधर ही मैंने अपना thesis भी दिया था. And I think when I entered the advertising agencies, yes, एक sort of आपको reality check मिलता है कि जो हम पढ़ के आए हैं वो शायद exactly वैसा नहीं होता. But I think a lot has changed because you guys have much more exposure in terms of what's out there on. I think if you are curious yourself, so yes, you need to go out and see and do internships, but also like go on YouTube and other platforms and see what people are talking about. I think back in the day, like I'm talking 12-15 years ago, उस वक्त शायद इतना ज़्यादा हमारे पास नहीं थी opportunity as students, but you guys have that opportunity as well. And I think, and यहाँ पे people are also like, the people that are teaching you are from the industry. So वो आपको सारी real insights और चीज़ें बताते हैं. And I think उससे आपको सीखने का बहुत ज़्यादा मौका मिलता है. Obviously, you cannot teach the experience because वो आपको खुद लेना पड़ेगा. जब आप उतरते हैं किसी भी मैदान में तो वो आपको reality check वहाँ पे मिलता है. Basics that I can say, जो आपको basics यहाँ पर पढ़ाए जाते हैं, that will help you, that will build your foundation, and that will really help you when it comes to the software that you guys are working on, or even the filmmaking techniques that that will really help you, and that has helped me also. That जब आप जाएंगे so आपको already कोई अगर बोलेगा ना storyboard बनाना है तो you won't be blanked out, you will know what they're talking about. So I think that's a starting step. You cannot imagine any university to tell you whatever is happening in the agency, वो आपको live वो नहीं करा सकते. But I think आप लोगों का foundation काफ़ी strong है as students. And I think वहाँ से when you come to the real world, then obviously there's a different set of challenges that you need to embrace yourself for.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys are in a pretty good place and in safe hands. The only one thing that probably an advertising school cannot teach you, which is that something that you might feel is not doing the work but selling the work, right? I think that is one thing that it is impossible until you don't face the real clients, you will never know. But half the job is in selling the work, right? That is something that you can only learn by doing it, right? Uske alawa to I don't think there is any lack of skill set training in advertising schools.
And things have gotten better. I think from the time I graduated in 2017 to now, things are massively different. I learned everything on the job. पहले दिन ऑफिस में गए, DDM में ये भी नहीं पढ़ा था, ये भी नहीं पढ़ा था, ये भी नहीं पढ़ा था, मगर ये होता है. Now you guys have so much access and teachers are so cool now and they are up to date with a lot of things that way that they can teach you those things. So the thing is, you always learn on the job, you always learn your basics in the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question.
There's one more question on the way. Okay, so what I do want to ask is that obviously जब ये इस बात में add on करते हुए कि यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़ के निकलते हैं तो obviously you know with the little experience in the university and everything हमारे CVs में बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं. अच्छा डिज़ाइन भी है तो you know प्रोडक्शन भी है तो ये भी है, हर चीज़ है. अब जब एजेंसीज़ में जाते हैं, स्पेसिफिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट पाकिस्तान एजेंसीज़ एंड जो मेरा अब तक एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, एक ये कल्चर है, अच्छा यू नो यू आर अ क्रिएटिव एग्जीक्यूटिव बट डिज़ाइन भी करो, कॉपी भी लिखो, कैप्शन भी लिखना है, सोशल मीडिया पे भी करना है, रील भी बनानी है. सो इट्स लाइक हर चीज़ एक ही इंसान पे डाल देते हैं, इवन दो दीज आर लाइक सेपरेट थिंग्स. तो वो एडवर्टाइजिंग कल्चर ऐसा क्यों है यहाँ पे? And this is there in many advertising agencies out.
Trust me, if your first job is a job where you're doing all of this, you are going to go a long way. Yeah. Because there is, I mean, quite honestly, people who don't survive the ragda don't get anywhere in any industry in the world, right? The best part about advertising is, और हम यही बात कर रहे थे, are the many hats you get to wear, right? It's not a monotonous job. It is not a job of paper filing जहाँ जाके आपको सिर्फ एक काम करना है. Today you're an engineer and you're finding out how cars work, and tomorrow you are making a storyboard for a biscuit company and understanding how egg and milk splash together and learning how photography is done. Like, I think that there is no other industry that lets you be so much and do so much and be so versatile. So I think if that's happening, it's great.
And with versatility, you also need to understand what's your specialization. मैंने ये भी कर लिया, मैंने ये भी कर लिया, मैंने ये भी कर लिया. Now I know what I can excel in, what I am better at, right? So रगड़ा लगता है, फिर आपको पता चलता है कि मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. I started with social media, community management, media planning, what not, content design. But then 2 years later, I found out that, oh, this is my code, this is what I need to work on. It is because of the ragda and the rigorous whatever that I got to where I am today.
एंड सब कुछ करने के बाद यू नो आपको पता होगा, कोई आपको कल आके कोई चीज़ बोलेगा ना, यू विल नो इट. सो लाइक टिल डेट आई थिंक हम लोग ये सारी चीज़ें, आप जिस भी पोजीशन पे आ जाएं, ये सारी चीज़ें हम कर रहे होते हैं बिकॉज एक्चुअली हमें मज़ा आ रहा होता है. यू नो आई एम स्टिल राइटिंग.
आई थिंक देयर कम्स अ टाइम जब आपको अर्ज आपको रोकनी पड़ती है कि नहीं हटो मैं खुद कर लूँगी.
मैं खुद कर लूँगी.
यू हैव टू स्टॉप योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम डूइंग इट.
या
एंड कोई आपको फिर पागल नहीं बना सकता कि ओ ये डिज़ाइन में ये नहीं हो सकता, ये नहीं हो सकता.
एग्जैक्टली.
आखिरी सवाल. अच्छा, दो सवाल आते हैं मेरे बेसिकली से. एक उसमें से ये है कि एक कॉन्सेप्ट आइडिएशन और कॉपी राइटिंग तो आप कर रहे होते हैं, और एक आप प्रोडक्शन हाउस को जब अप्रोच करते हैं तो प्रोडक्शन हाउस फिर कुछ राइटर्स को या आप कह सकते हैं कॉपी राइटर्स को अप्रोच करता है. तो वो प्रोडक्शन हाउस से जब उस कॉपी राइटर के पास कॉल जाती है तो वो जाती है कोई रात के 9 बजे या 10 बजे, शायद वो किसी शादी में खाना खा रहा होता है, और वो प्रोड्यूसर साहब उससे कहते हैं कि मुझे ये मेरी ब्रीफ है, मैंने तुम्हें व्हाट्सएप कर दिया है या ईमेल कर दिया है, और मुझे इस पे आइडिया चाहिए सुबह तक. सो क्या हकीकत में यही टाइम होता है, इतना ही टाइम होता है 12 घंटे का या 18 घंटे का जो दिया जाता है, वो अब उसको इस 12 या 18 घंटे में अपनी क्रिएटिविटी प्रूव करनी है? दूसरा सवाल मेरा ये है कि जब भी मैं पाकिस्तानी कमर्शियल्स देखता हूँ 80-90% तो एक भारी आवाज़ वाले साहब की वॉइस ओवर मुझे सुनाई देती है, और 4 से 5 अल्फाज हैं अज़्म, हौसला, बुनियाद, हिम्मत, वलवला. सो हमारी ज़ुबान इतनी कमज़ोर है या गरीब है बेचारी कि हम वोकैबलरी नहीं पैदा कर पा रहे हैं कि हमारी जितनी वॉइस ओवर्स हैं वो इन्हीं 4-5 अल्फाज के को खिचड़ी बना के पेश कर देना है. क्यों हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हैं इस कॉपी राइटिंग में इस वोकैबलरी से?
क्योंकि हम पढ़ते नहीं हैं. हमारा एक इशू है, हम लोग पढ़ते नहीं हैं, और हम लोग जब तक पढ़ेंगे नहीं तो हमें लिखना नहीं आएगा. एंड दैट इज़ द चैलेंज विद ऑल द कॉपी राइटर्स इन पाकिस्तान. हम लोग जो बात करते हैं ना, हम वही लिखते हैं, और वो यूजली वो सही उसका यू नो प्रोनाउंसिएशन, वो चीज़ें भी हमें नहीं पता होती. हम जो बोल रहे होते हैं हम वही लिख रहे होते हैं. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स नॉट हाउ कॉपी राइटिंग इज डन.
एंड इट गोज बैक टू, मतलब हम इतना देखते हैं बाहर की एडवर्टाइजिंग कि हम अपनी ज़बान को, अपने कल्चर को समझना भूल ही जाते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
और अब यू कैन नॉट राइट, यू कैन ओनली राइट if you consume the right kind of content, तो I think वो मसला है.
But it also goes back to the consumer, because the consumer is not that well read or doesn't have that sort of vocabulary. I can come up with the best words, but वो testing में fail हो जाते हैं. So I also have to go कि consumer की familiarity किस words के साथ है. Because I can write whatever, but if it fails in testing and it ultimately fails with the communication, it will serve no purpose. So it all needs the content overall, the learning, the education, whatever needs to happen at a mass level, जो unfortunately इतनी नहीं हो रही. Coming to your first question, 12 घंटे का टाइम, 18 घंटे का टाइम, एक दफ़ा हो सकता है, 2 दफ़ा हो सकता है, तीसरी मरतबा आए तो उसको फिर छोड़ दो, उसके साथ काम मत करो. हर वक्त एक्स्ट्रा काम नहीं हो सकता.
Thank you so much. You all three have been wonderful. I think we can all agree. Great insights, great learning tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Great chips. I was the only one eating chips.
What an insightful session.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I paid some people to do this.
What an insightful session. Being an advertising major myself, I'm sure all of us learned a lot about the industry through you all. Thank you so much. And please give them a round of applause.
This session has been sponsored by Popular. They have got really again. This session has been sponsored by Popular. They've got fruit juices and Hope by Popular, their water brand. I would like to ask the guests to remain seated, and I would like to call our esteemed head of department, Sasa Klen, to present a token of appreciation. Fizza Shah.
Alifia Derki.
Mohammad Raza Humayun.
And lastly, Dr. Fatima Anjari.
Thank you to all the participants of this panel. ZMF Day 2 ends here. We can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Take care and good night.